Hey everyone, welcome to KSSP Podcast. I'm Spencer,
And I'm Katie.
and today we're going to be using Figma again to kind of work on our what we're calling a social media app. So, with that, we also kind of wanted to go into we kind of wanted to go into the difference between trademark, patent, and copyright because if we ever were to pursue this as a legitimate social media app, those are things that you have to consider. So I just kind of wanted to provide some information on those topics. If somebody ever is interested in actually studying a business, those are some things you'll have to consider. But I also wanted to make a statement here that we obviously are not lawyers. So this is not legal advice in any way. And if you are interested or thinking of pursuing getting any of these, like copyright, patent, or trademark, you may still want to consult a lawyer with expertise in those areas.
Yes, we are simply reading from this website and providing the information, but yes, this is not a legal consultation by any means.
Yes. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go over trademark, patent, or copyright. So, trademarks, patents, and copyrights are different types of intellectual property. The USPTO grants patents and registers trademarks. The U.S. Copyright Office at the Library of Congress registers copyrights. So, what is legal? We're going to go over each of these. So, trademark first. What is legally protected? A word, phrase, design, or a combination that identifies your goods or services, distinguishes them from the goods or services of others, and indicates the source of your goods or services. So, an example would be Coca-Cola for soft drinks, the name. And the benefits of federal protection protects the trademark from being registered by others without permission and helps you prevent others from using trademark that is similar to yours with related goods or services. So a patent, what is legally protected? Technical interventions such as chemical compositions like pharmaceutical drugs, mechanical processes like complex machinery, or machine designs that are new, unique, and usable in some type of industry. So an example would be a new type of hybrid engine. And that could be the design of the engine, that could be the mechanical process of the engine, etc. And the benefits of federal protection would be safeguard inventions and processes from other parties, copying, making, using, or selling an invention without the inventor's consent. With patents, you want to be careful about, I think they're called patent trolls, where someone will just buy a patent and then they just won't make the product or anything. They'll just own the patent, and then when somebody else tries to make that, then they'll sue them. So you want to watch out for those.
Isn't I know that was isn't that sort of what happened with um I think that can happen with copyright too. But I think with copyright there is or maybe it's trademark. I think it was the trademark. You know how Kanye was trying to sell All Lives Matter or shirts, but there was
Oh,
already people who had a trademark on the phrase All Lives Matter.
I didn't know that, but
Oh, but so yeah, but the thing with trademarks is, I don't know if this is the same with patents, is you can't not use it though. If you don't
yeah,
use it, you lose your trademark. So if
yeah,
they don't
that's
use
not
that
true with
phrase on a
patents.
shirt, then Kanye would be able to sell those shirts. I don't know where that
Right.
went or what happened with that
And like the
case, but
patent troll cases often go to court, and like the patent trolls, I don't think they always win, but they
okay.
do a lot of the time, and like they make money off of the lawsuits, and that's why they do it.
Hmm. That's
But
unfortunate. I
yeah,
feel like if you are able to
but,
make a patent, you should have to make it, if that makes sense. You shouldn't
right,
be able to not create it
right.
if you
Or if
have
you
the
don't
patent.
create it, then it shouldn't be like valid. Like your patent expires after a certain amount of time, though. Too, I believe,
Yeah,
and you have to
I think all
create.
of them do.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then yeah, I think but yeah, either way, if you patent something and you don't have the intention of making it, I feel like in my opinion your patent should be invalid. Like if somebody else
Yeah.
is willing to actually make it and they want to patent it, in my opinion it should
Right.
go to them. But that's just
Yeah.
my thoughts on it.
I agree. So, copyright. What's legally protected? Artistic, literary, or intellectually created works such as novels, movies, music, software code, photographs, and paintings that are original and exist in a tangible medium such as paper, canvas, film, or digital format. An example would be song lyrics to Let It Go from Frozen. The benefits of federal protection: it protects your exclusive right to reproduce, distribute, and perform or display the created work, and prevents other people from copying or exploiting the creation without the copyright holder's permission. All right, and then we are going to search the trademark database for our name and see if it is taken.
Yes.
So, okay, whoa. You might have to
So
help
we'll
me out.
do the basic word mark search.
Okay.
And then we'll
So,
just type in our name and then submit
all right.
query. And then we'll see. So then we'll look at all of them. And then if it looks like there is two that
This
we
one
should
is live.
investigate, so we'll click it.
This one?
Yep. And then it'll tell us what. So with uh, trademarks, you have to say what the service is. So in that goods and services, we would probably want to make sure social media isn't covered with their. But again, this isn't legal advice, so I would talk to a lawyer before obviously filing for a trademark if there's a name similar to yours. But with my understanding, is if there isn't a social media under their goods and services, then we would be okay using our name, in
Okay.
my understanding of it. So I don't know what they have covered with their pat or trademark.
Let's see. I don't see social media.
It looks like alarms and stuff for them. So
Yeah,
they're
let's
probably
just
like the
read them all.
security.
So we got interactive touchscreen terminals, pneumatic ball transfer units for use in carrier device, conveyor system, positioning system, intercommunication apparatus, namely telephones incorporating intercommunication systems, monitoring apparatus other than for medical purposes, specifically telecommunication hardware and software for monitoring and alerting remote sensor status via the internet, video baby monitors, infrared detectors, thermostats, smoke detectors, theft prevention installations, electric, namely burglar alarms, electric video surveillance products in the nature of electric components of security systems, acoustic sound alarms, biometric fingerprint door locks, digital door locks, alarms for the detection of inflammable gases, transponders, transmitters of electric signals, air meters, bells being warning devices, namely electric doorbells, theft alarms, chips being integrated circuits. So I don't see social media on there or anything
Okay.
similar. Are these all different companies, or is this one company that does all of this? Do you
I think
know?
it's one company that does all of it, is from my understanding. And
Oh
then
wow,
down there, it also will tell you the owner too. So I and not we don't need to read the owner's name, but
yeah.
I don't know if it tells their name, but it should tell you where they're from. So I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know if
China.
this is like a Chinese company, if someone would be able to start one in like an American Connect company though that did similar. I don't know on that either. That you'd have to
Yeah.
ask a lawyer. I would think
Yes.
like since they're a Chinese company, their trademark is mainly in China, and someone in America could do a trademark. But again, I don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
But I would. It would be interesting if you weren't able, because I guess like I mean obviously global trade is a thing, but we should all every country should be able to have their own citizens start companies and not be able to
Yes.
start a company because a citizen in another country started a company, if that makes sense, but not as a competition, but more so to serve their country, I guess is what,
Yes.
if that makes sense. But I don't know the rules on all that.
Okay.
But then we'll go back, and I think there was one more that had connect and like CNCT in it. We can it says it's dead,
This
but we
one?
can still click it and just see what it
Yeah.
was. Or
It's dead. Let's see. Oh, a lot of people abandoned this. It looks like, or is this all the same person? I guess
I
I don't know.
think I think it's always the same person, but they must have abandoned each of those types of
Oh yeah, you're
services.
right because it's one owner. So portable audio speaker system, which may be worn on the body in the form of backpack, lamps, watches, and clocks. Writing materials, namely books in the nature of stationary books, appointment books, address books, notebooks, calendars, memo pads, blank journals for writing, diaries, and comic books, stickers, posters, dry erase boards, bookends. Accessories, namely wallets, coin purses, handbags, and backpacks. Backpacks incorporating built-in audio speakers. Desk mirrors, photograph frames, neck pillows, decorative pillows, sleep over sets comprising pillows and sleeping bags, inflatable furniture, door knots in the nature of non-metal handles for doors, non-metal clothes hooks for doors, organizers, namely shoe racks, and bed canopy. Ooh, I love bed canopies.
Okay.
They got a lot of cool stuff that they abandoned.
Yeah. I do think if you what is the if you Google, I just am curious. I want to say it's 2 years. What is the average um length of business will die? I think it's within 2 years. If a business
What's the
like most
average?
businesses die within 2 years is what I've heard purported,
Yeah, yep.
which is
About two of every
unfortunate.
three businesses with employees will last two
Oh,
years. About half will last 5 years. Oh, okay. I see. I see how they're doing that. So yeah, 2/3 will last at least 2 years.
and then half of those two
Mm.
thirds will last 5 years, right? Is that kind of what it?
Is it
Or
half of the 2/3 or half altogether?
um, I guess I don't know,
I don't know how they're doing that. Yeah. Okay.
but either way,
But yeah.
that's. I feel like
Okay.
that's kind of unfortunate, though. I feel like isn't America
Yeah.
supposed to be the
Well,
prosperous of starting a business and
there's an oligopoly in our um, economic system, at least.
true.
So, all right, is there anything else on these pages we're going to look at, or can I?
No, I think you can close those and then we can get Figma. I think I have it on mine. I'll just have it open so I can move
Yeah.
around with you again, but I'll let you obviously do all
All
the
right.
labor.
All right. So, um, I just want to start off by saying that while Figma is a really fun tool to use if you just want to mess around and design some stuff, it's also useful for professional settings. But if you're going to be creating an app in a professional setting, there's more to it than just creating the web pages. There's like user interviews. You need to come up with a problem statement for your product. There's user flows that you have to design and or user paths. There's all kinds of stuff that goes into designing an app besides just making it look pretty. But we're just doing this for fun today, so we don't have to worry about all that.
Yeah. And can't you, I guess with some of the, I guess this I don't know, but can't some of that you come up with as you're developing it too? Like what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and actually, I was going to say for the next part, the login screens are pretty easy, they're pretty self explanatory. But now, if we're moving on to the home page, before we design anything, we do want to make a list of what is going to be on the page.
Okay. So with that, I was thinking it would be, we can obviously look at other social media site like just or like our think of our
Yeah,
experience with social media sites and what we liked,
for sure. And actually, yeah, we'll write that in a different category. We'll just put that over here and
just like the
say,
overall. Okay.
yeah. Oops.
Because I guess all their homepages technically look different too, but we can. I think if we think about the functionality of what we liked from each app, then we can create a
Function.
homepage from that, if that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So if I
We,
think about, so I listed some here. It's just like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, but then also, well, this is more so maybe this would be a feature that we could have
mm-hmm.
that I thought would be is like Tinder or Bumble. So like if we wanted to have a service like because Bumble BFF, that would be an interesting thing to add to like social
Creating
media,
friends.
like creating friends that way, like matching with people who have like
Site.
interest or something.
Site similar to Tinder, Bumble.
And then I also like the idea of having a streaming, like how you if you could do like so like Twitch, Streamlabs,
Lives.
Riverside, and then but if we made that, I mean that I don't know if that would be its own or if that would be part of the app though, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, yeah, because I mean, like they have like Facebook Live and stuff like that, and like Instagram Live and all that.
Yeah. Because I guess I like the
And we
feature
could
of Streamlabs where you can like customize the layout of it, so that would be cool to add, but I don't know if we would need to create our own app that
like,
connected to it or if we
like
could build that into it.
I think we could build that into it.
Okay. Because I just like that option. Instead of everyone's live looking exactly the same, then you can customize your live, giving it more
Right.
like what's that individuality and just kind of make it your own and express yourself more is what I would say. It allows you to express yourself creatively if you can customize the live layout.
Customization of live layout. Okay.
And then there's Reddit, I guess, like those threads
Yeah.
if you like
I
the
do like,
idea.
yeah. Like we could put forums
Yeah.
like Reddit. And I like on Facebook how they will put on the page like the people you may know with the
Oh,
scroll. I
yeah.
like that. People you may know feature.
I do. Well, I guess you could do this on. We can do already do this on all social media, but I do love TikTok. Like I like the maybe if we had a section that was its own for like if it was like a Twitter, Facebook where you scrolled and it was text, and then a different section that was videos, like a TikTok. Like I guess that's like
I'm
an
sorry, give me one.
Instagram.
What was
Okay,
that? Repeat yourself one more time. I'm sorry.
so I like um TikTok obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it would kind of be like Facebook or YouTube, or mainly Facebook and Instagram, where what I was recommending was having one that
So,
it was where you scroll and it's posts, but then another section was more like videos, which would be reels on Facebook. Like if you go to the
yeah.
reels section on Facebook, then it's just videos. Whereas if you're scrolling on your homepage, but maybe it could be more open like Twitter. So you could see random people's posts so you don't only see your friends' posts, but you see you can and maybe you can then sign up for forums that you see things that you're interested in, people who post in those forums, and then you can add them as friends. Does that
New.
make sense? And then you can also have that Bumble
Yeah.
making friends feature functionality, I guess.
Yes. From unique users. And then with the people you may know, we could integrate mutual friends into the dating feature app.
Yeah.
All right. And then, and let's think. What else do
So
we?
I guess is there anything else from Facebook that you specifically? I don't really use Facebook much.
Um, I like the groups. I like Facebook groups.
Okay.
So we do like groups.
Because we can always combine things too after we think of all
Yeah.
the features. Like, because groups and forums might kind of go
Oh
together.
yeah.
But then we can come up with some, like, we wouldn't call it groups or forum. We could come up with our own, obviously, because I guess I don't think you can copyright
We
groups
can,
and
yeah, and we can
forums
have
name,
groups, and
but,
in the groups we have forums, maybe.
or something. Yeah.
Like
Do
if
you,
you're in like a Dungeons and Dragon group, then maybe you have like a specific forum on like a type of character or something. I mean, I don't know a lot about Dungeons and Dragons, but
or like a specific campaign or something too, would each
yeah,
have its own forum.
yeah. Or if you were, yeah, let's say you were on like a democratic uh, movement page or something with like activism, like they'll have different forums for different events or something.
Okay.
Oh,
With
having
that,
events is good too.
having what?
Events.
Oh, yeah. With that, would we I guess so this is more of in like further development, but I guess it just popped up to me right now. Would we mean like since we're creating the app, would we be the ones creating the groups, or would we have it be like Facebook where anyone can create a group, or would we want to
I
have?
kind of like it where anyone can create a group.
Okay, so then would the person who creates the group then create the forums in their group too, or
Well,
would
I think
anybody
like
be able to
anyone in the
create?
group can create a forum, I think.
Okay.
Or I guess they could decide that. They could set that up in the settings.
Maybe that could be a setting that we let them
Yeah.
choose. Okay.
Yes.
Is
Is
there
there
anything
anything else?
on Instagram that you particularly like or can think
Um,
of that's different than that we haven't mentioned? I guess I don't really. I mean, sharing pictures, but you can do that on Facebook.
yeah,
Obviously we'll let people share pictures.
yeah. But I think maybe having the design tools like Instagram has to edit the pictures.
Oh yeah, and even adding like more functionality, like Adobe functionality or something like Adobe
Yeah,
functionality or Canva functionality. Like
similar to Adobe.
yeah, that way. You know what? You know what
Oh,
the secret to social media is to trap them. You don't want them to leave your site to edit pictures. You want them to do all
yeah,
this on your site.
yes. And then, yeah, Facebook does have Marketplace as well.
Oh yeah, we
That I
could put marketplace question mark,
Marketplace. Yeah,
like
'cause it
something
kind of
like
looks
a
like that.
marketplace.
Yeah,
Because then I guess now
Marketplace.
Facebook also
Allow.
has Meta, so VR would be really cool if we could make. You should
Yeah,
put VR. So like obviously that would be a further
VR
future.
long-term goal. Yeah. Maybe we can even um if we wanted to integrate VR eventually, like maybe like you can have your profile picture of yourself, but then like for maybe like similar to a Bitmoji, like you could create like an avatar as well.
My ideal would be if everybody could create their own home living space that they could then invite their
Yeah.
friends over to in that virtual space where then they could play board
So
games or
virtual world.
but I don't want it to be like Meta where you buy a house. That's
Yeah,
gross.
no, you don't have
Sorry,
to spend
Meta. I'm
real
not
money.
trying to insult you,
No.
but that's just weird to me. Like why would I
Yeah.
spend real money in a VR world? That's supposed to be a break from this
Right. I'm not
horrific
trying to spend money in
capitalist.
the VR world. You're right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a break from capitalism, not new. Like, I'm not gonna
Right.
into a VR world to live in capitalism. VR is supposed to be a break and
Right.
an escape, at
Yeah,
least in
like
my opinion.
right.
I don't want to go into a virtual capitalistic hellscape. No thanks. I can
Yeah.
do that in real life.
And I
Um,
mean, like, if we really want, like, we could have the option if we wanted to have stuff. I mean, I don't want it to be pay to play, but like, there could maybe be certain items that you could buy with like currency, but like, if you don't want
yeah,
to pay for it, you could just watch an ad, you know?
but I think in metaverse, from what I've heard, is you have to buy land, which doesn't make
Yeah, you
any
shouldn't
sense to
have
me
to
because it's
buy
all
land or
VR,
anything like
so
that.
it's not even real. So that's weird to me. But yeah,
Certain
I guess that's probably so that
virtual
they
items with
have to pay to own a plot of
currency.
land and build, but I don't want that. But yeah, if or even what would be cool is if we allowed like people to create their own designs for the clothes and then they could sell that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So then they could even start their own business that way.
Yeah. Also, users can create their own items to sell.
And then I
That's a good.
mean, we could have it be where we get like 10% of each sale or just so that
Yeah,
the app
I
itself
think
makes money,
with
but
the VR and virtual world, it might be better if that's linked to a separate app. Just because I think it would take up a
I
lot
think
of.
it'll have to be its own.
Yeah,
It'll be
that's
part of the social media app, but it'll be its own. It'll have
like
to
if
be
we
its
had a
own
little
code
button
and
at the
stuff.
bottom, like a little let's say it's like a world icon or something of like the Earth, and you can just click on that and it'll send you to the app.
Yeah. And
You
honestly,
know?
we might even want to consider kind of what Facebook has done. Like, because we can obviously look at what other companies have done and take things that worked for them, like, and use that to help us make our decisions. Like, we can't copy anyone ever, obviously, but obviously, Facebook made, I don't know if they made Oculus, but they definitely own it now, I'm pretty sure. So if we made our own VR headset that was specific to our VR
Yeah,
world, because then we could make the whole code and everything specific to that VR headset. I mean, we could also
original
consider
VR.
making it an app that you could get on like Hive. Like I think it's called Hive, isn't it? Is that one of the VR headsets?
I don't know. Gonna be honest, I don't know. Oh, and the other thing I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna label these really quick while I'm
Okay.
because otherwise I'm gonna get confused. So this is gonna be, I'll call it version 1 splash page, version 1 welcome page, version 1 login page, version 1 sign up page.
Another thing that I think that I guess I also forgot to. So not only should we think about features that we like in those, but we should also think of features that we wish they had.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know if there's anything you wish any of these social media apps had that you have thought of while using. I guess right now, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything in particular. But that's also just something maybe as we
Yeah.
exist and we're using Facebook throughout the week or any time in the future, we can just think of that
Yeah.
too to just add. But I don't know if there's anything you could think of right now at the top of your head. But it's another thing to also consider is what do you wish the, and then obviously asking other people, like doing a poll, like we could poll,
Oh,
like pay a Facebook poll, like what do you wish, or what would you like in
yeah.
a social media
Oh,
company?
yeah, we can add
So maybe we can do,
polls for user um, experience. Let's put that.
and we can do that before though too. Like we could post a poll tomorrow, like in
Yeah.
real life, asking people what they wish they what they
Oh,
want to
yeah.
see, because that would be
Like
conducting a
Elon Musk
survey.
did, except Elon Musk kind of
Yeah,
failed at it, but
but
it's
we
fine.
can like ask people what do they wish they, or what would they want to see in a social media
Yeah.
app so that we can, before we even publish this social media app, so that we can consider adding it while in the development. Does that make sense what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then I added direct messages able to unsend.
Encrypted messages, that's
Oh yeah,
important.
direct
Encrypted.
encrypted. Yes, good
And
call.
we want another huge thing is protecting data and
Oh yeah,
privacy. That's huge.
protecting user data and privacy.
Because I get that a lot of these social media companies make their money by selling their customers' data, but we don't need to do that
No, yeah, no, definitely not.
because that's just an invasion of privacy.
Right.
We could still consider having ads potentially, I guess, but
Yeah. Yeah, I would figure we would have ads just because, we got to make money off of it somehow. But, like, they wouldn't be intrusive ads.
yes, and they wouldn't be the type of ads where you think, "Oh, I wonder what sneakers I want," and then all of a sudden you're scrolling on Facebook and you see sneakers. Like we're not gonna
Right. Like, it listens
audio
to the
listen to people. Yeah,
microphone.
it's creepy.
I swear, it's listened to my microphone multiple times.
And then you see that ad pop. It's
Right.
weird.
Like,
I
I'll
don't
be
like it.
talking about something I've never even, like, touched my phone to look up or anything, never typed anything about it. Like, I'll just be talking about it, and then Google recommends it to me, or Facebook
Oh,
recommends it to me, and I'm like, what the hell?
another thing I just thought of, media, their pictures and videos. Do we want to
Mhm.
have something like an iCloud storage for them? So like like a storage
Oh,
server
yeah. We can have, like, an iCloud storage.
that will keep all their pictures safe and encrypted, because iCloud is encrypted
Yes.
too, but just safe and encrypted. That way, again, we don't need to see their,
Yeah.
well, the only thing, like we would just have to know obviously if they're, like we would have to think of our terms of service. Obviously that is not future we need, like that is just a requirement legally that we have to have a terms of service and privacy and all that,
Yeah.
like guidelines. But terms of service, obviously I would say no bigotry, and I know a lot of people are going to say that's censorship,
Yeah.
but it's our social media app, so we can censor bigotry if we want.
Right. Exactly.
Like if you don't like it, stay on the other ones.
No bigotry or illegal activity.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm gonna add that in there just because, you know.
I wonder if somehow, I don't know. My head is saying healthcare. I don't know how to incorporate a healthcare, or maybe like education or something.
Oh yeah,
But
maybe
just
like
like medicine and knowledge is very, that knowledge, maybe knowledge. Somehow we can incorporate
like
education and
or we
knowledge.
could Like, I think what we should do if people like, let's say they ask a medical question on Facebook, like if we can detect that it's a medical question, we can like post something like a general link to some medical website or
Okay.
something.
Or
Like
if
how they
we,
do like the fact checking stuff, you know?
yeah, or I was gonna say we could even have a board, like a doctor who like works for us who would be
That's
willing to,
true.
and like we could have
Yeah.
actual employees who are professionals in those fields that would be able to legally answer questions
Let's
that,
see.
as long
Hire
as,
experts to answer
yeah.
questions relating to their professions.
And obviously we
Doc-
would have it be where if like
Doctor,
a million people ask a question, like there has to be
lawyer.
limits because obviously one person can't answer a million questions in a day. So there'd have
Right,
to be like expectations that obviously they can't answer every single question, but
right.
they will try to get to all the questions they can. And if
Or
they
like,
can't
what
get
if
to it,
we
they can
just had like
guide
an
you.
FAQ kind of thing? And then, like, if someone has a question, they can submit it
That works too. Yeah.
to write FAQs and answer, submit.
Because then with ours, yeah, I am like, we can definitely let people create their own pages, but we can have pages that we've created too.
Yeah,
Like one of them can be like an accounting page that has like accounting educate. So basically like what I wanted to do with Tuesday's episodes, but turn it into our social media
also
app. Like
have
have accounting,
individual page
medical,
for the
coding, and then
experts
just have
to
that be education.
post answers to
Now we probably can't fit all this into the app in the beginning, but these are just ideas
right.
that I'm
But we
thinking
can
of.
bold some of the stuff we want to definitely integrate. And
Yeah.
then, like, I'll put this down in the future
Okay.
down there.
Because maybe that, like, I know I want free education, but I also know to financially support this, we may need to have some. Obviously, we would need money to
Yeah.
generate income generation from this.
Yeah.
So maybe like some of those could be subscription, the cheap subscription service, like $2 or
Yeah.
$3 to get into those forums, like the medical forum.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be as cheap as possible,
Subscription
but still be
source
able
for
to
these
fund the app.
these forums.
Because I definitely think
Well,
education
or
should be
maybe we could
free.
just, instead of doing that, why don't we just have a subscription service to avoid ads instead?
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I just don't know how much uh, ads generate revenue,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have it be where like every other scroll is an ad because that would be
Oh,
gross.
no, definitely not.
So I just don't know how, like, because I want to have as little ads as possible. I know those are
Right.
the big generator of revenue, but
Like,
they
I
just
think
look
we could
gross.
do it like where, like, maybe like as you're scrolling through, like maybe 1 in 10 posts is an ad or something, you know?
Yeah. And we can always make the ads look pretty. They don't have to look as
Yeah.
gross as they do on a lot of websites. We can make them,
We'll definitely be picky about who we advertise for, too.
yeah. And maybe our advertisers will have their own accounts and create ads that flow in seamlessly instead of
Right.
being like how you know when you're scrolling on a website and it's just like this random pop-up that stands
Right. Oh,
out
yeah.
as.
No,
I
no
want it
pop.
to flow seamlessly. But I
Yes.
want them to know it's an ad because I don't want anyone to be tricked into like buying. Like I want it to be clear that it is an ad, but I want it to. So we would just have it maybe say ad somewhere. Like it would
Yeah.
have to say ad in it because otherwise that's illegal. I don't think you can
Right.
advertise without letting consumers know that it's an ad, or you're not
Yeah.
supposed to be able to. But that we would figure out too.
Yeah.
But I think
So, yeah, we've got enough on this list for now.
yeah.
I
So we
think.
can start the home page like you were
Yeah.
saying.
So, yeah. Then what do we want on the homepage?
So I guess when I'm thinking of this, is this the homepage that so when a
So after
patient,
we log in or sign up, this is the page they're going to see.
so do you want it to be the homepage in the sense that it has the feed, or the homepage in the sense that it's their profile? Where like
I
when
think the feed would be. good to
That's
put as the home page.
so yeah, I'm thinking let's say if when you sign into let's say Facebook, where do you want to
Yeah,
end up first? Or
yeah.
Twitter,
I
where do
definitely
you
want to end up on my feed first.
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Then we can do that then.
And
So the
then, so we'd have like a search bar and account button and feed, of course. Then maybe like a button for the dating friend app
and maybe with
at the
the
bottom.
feed, we can have it be where they can customize it if they want it to be one of their forums, if they want it to be their friends, if they want it to be maybe like a set of close, like only selected friends, so they don't.
Yeah,
So if
so we
they're
can
like
have a little
friends with,
menu that they can click on and to customize their feed.
yeah,
Definitely using menu. And then live streams, like a button for live streams.
okay. So I'm seeing all those at the top, right? Is that what, or
Oh, I was thinking like the dating and the live stream might be at the bottom, like in the like you know how they'll have like five little buttons at the bottom or whatever, five or six of them.
so that'll stay
Like
there
where
the
you
whole
can click on
time?
marketplace on Facebook, for example.
So that'll stay there the whole time you're scrolling?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see what it looks like.
Yeah. We can always redesign it too.
Yeah, yeah.
We can always move everything around. And
Maybe if they had it where they could tap a button and it would like push it into. I just don't know if I would want it there, the like covering. We'll have to see what it looks like. I don't know. Maybe you're thinking of it smaller than I, because I
oh
think.
yeah, I'm not thinking of anything super big.
Okay, we'll have to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
hmm Um, let's see. The feed's gonna include people you might know, posts, reels.
Oh,
Uh,
I just thought of. I don't know if this is something we would, but I forgot MySpace. It was an app
oh
too.
yeah, MySpace. Ooh, we can
I don't know
add
if there's
music.
anything you liked from MySpace. The only thing I can think of is the music playing when you go to
Yeah,
people's profile pages.
right. Maybe we
But
can add like eventually we can add like a music player to like just the bottom, like a little button that
yes,
let you play music while you're scrolling.
yes. I was also gonna say we should. I mean, this will be more so with customization, but I would think it would be cool if people could completely customize the look, maybe like the color
Oh
scheme,
yeah, totally.
and like the
Customizable
layout.
profiles slash pages.
Yes, and make it their own. Because I feel like that's the huge thing about what I would want in social media is
Yeah.
to make it my own.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
something else I was gonna. Oh, I was just gonna say music, because maybe also then people could churn their. I guess we can do that with Facebook. Create our page. Like if we were starting a band, we could make a KSSP band page, but
Yeah.
maybe we can have it be where they can add that as a
Oh
profile.
yeah, I
So
think
all their
anyone should be able to like SoundCloud kind of where anyone can post the music.
yes, yes. So they should be able to post their music, but then also have it be where it's all directly connected to their one profile page, so that people aren't
Yeah.
having to go between 10 different pages,
Right.
and it's all easily accessible. So even if let's say someone makes music, but they also paint. Well, there's going to be like an area where they can display on their profile that they are artists, and if people
Mhm.
want to go in more in depth into their art and music,
Yeah.
then they can do that. And there's going to be one for painting, where if they want to go into more depth in their painting, then they can go into that. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. Like you
Okay.
can customize like the widgets and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, because even with like Facebook pages, that you can't really find that on the profile. Like if I like for my business, I don't know if people can see that on my profile, or not easily at least see that I
Yeah.
have a business. Whereas I want it to be evident so that people can
Right.
advertise their stuff, not in a way to try to force their content on people, but just let people can see it
Right.
right away if they go to their
Yeah.
page without having to.
Yeah. Or if you just want a personal page, then like maybe have your photo album be the big feature or something, you know?
Yes, yeah, exactly, and that's where the it'll be completely customizable. That'll be cool.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So I think we've got a good homepage started here. Is there anything else you can think to add to the homepage?
Not right now, but maybe as we're building it, things will pop
Yeah.
up as we're.
Let me move this up so I can work here. Okay. I'm just going to copy this over. And I'm going to move this stuff down a little bit because I have a feeling we're going to have to make this
Start.
a scrollable page. So let me move this down. Okay. I think that's down far enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, we can always move it. Or you can, yeah,
Yeah.
you know what you're doing.
Yes. So first, I'm going to actually make this smaller. Oh my god, no, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this like maybe this small. This one's going to be. Oh, I got to change the text first. It's going to be here. And then, all right, I'm going to show you something cool here.
Okay.
First, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Okay. Now, I'm going to click on this resources button with these 4 little shapes. And then go to plugins. And my favorite is Iconify. That's the one I usually use. And
Okay.
I am going to get us a couple icons going here. So first, we're going to come up with the search icon. And we can pick whatever one we like. Maybe just like this one.
What's on the second page?
Oh yeah, we can look at some more.
I don't know if there will be anything. Because I guess what has been your. Oh wow, there's more.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a lot.
I guess when I think of it, I think of connecting, obviously, because that's our name,
Yeah.
and like I don't know what I was trying to say, but because I guess this search, what will they be able to find with the search?
Like, yeah,
Anything and
like
everything.
pages, people, yeah. And then they can like customize their search once they search it.
Hmm. And I guess we could just start with an icon, and then we can always
Yeah, we
customize it
can,
ourselves to
yeah.
if we or like
I
we can
don't
just
want it to
leave it
be
as a.
white. I want it to be black right now. Yes. All right, now I'm going to take this little guy and put him right here. Put him right here, actually.
And are we gonna have it where you have to click that for the bar to pop up, or will we have the
Oh, I was going to
bar?
put a little bar right here.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use this, but make it smaller. Oh my goodness. I want the text. Like right there.
Okay.
Maybe I'll move this.
Are you able to just zoom in on your screen?
Yeah.
Just so we can see it a little.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that looks. Now we can see it.
Actually, I'm gonna. How do I want to do this? Well, I'll add the other icon in first. I'm gonna add a little account icon,
Oh, like a
like a
human?
little profile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one do we like here? There's so many.
Is that a cowboy?
Where? Oh, yeah. It is a cowboy.
Another thing that could be, like, if we let people customize their account icon, I guess, just because I didn't realize there was like cowboy and then university hats.
Oh,
And
yeah, that would
but
be cool.
to start, we can maybe just start with a simple
Yeah.
icon. Yeah. But then they can give it hats and stuff.
Yeah, they can design that too.
Yeah.
We'll put him right here. I'm gonna move this back right there. Actually, I might make this a little longer.
Because this is once you click log in, this is what we were going to see, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then, all right. So we've got that down. So I'm actually I'm gonna put this rectangle here. Send it to the back. And then for all of this, oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Fixed position while scrolling. So that means this is
Oh,
always going to stay at the top.
nice.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to make this one a little darker so I can separate it from the picture icon. There we go.
So you can, if we get pretty far on this, you can
Mhm.
export this to an actual coding app. Is that right? Or
Um,
would you have to redesign all of this in a coding app?
you would have to take the code from the inspection here, and then you
Oh,
would have to write in the code yourself. But you can use this to write the code.
okay. But you can't export this as an app from Figma. You have to do it in a different program. Is that right? As far as you know?
Um, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. We'll have the feed. So
How
we're
do we
gonna.
want our with the feed? I guess we already kind of. So we want it to be completely customizable, correct?
Yes.
So
So
people
we're
can choose
gonna.
if they want to see like short clips like you would on TikTok, or if they want to see pictures like you would on Instagram, or if they want to see text like you would on Twitter, or if you want to see forums like Reddit. So we'll let people decide what they want to see, or a mix of all of it too if they want, or if they want it to be from their friends or from strangers.
Yes, exactly.
So do you want to make like fake posts quick? Is that what you're doing? Or
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do here, make this bigger. Maybe not that big. Maybe that big. Well, actually, I can make it bigger because then I can. Yeah, I guess I can do all the 36 then because it's a little more. Okay. And then I was gonna put a little hamburger menu, like a menu icon next to the feed. And then that will be how you customize your feed,
Okay, yeah,
like that. And then you can customize your feed however.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to make this longer. Oh, whoa. The
Oh
search
yeah.
moved on me. What the heck? There. There.
Can we move the your feed to the right?
Oh, yeah. We
Or do
could
you
do.
like it on the left?
We
I
can
don't
try to
know.
do right. Let me just move this really quick.
Okay.
I just want to move this up so it's aligned. There we go. Yeah, we can move this to the right.
I don't know why, but I just feel like the icon will look better over there. I don't know.
Yeah, you're
We
right.
can
The
always,
hamburger menu, like
yeah,
yeah,
we can always mess around with it a little more too once we.
yeah. I'll space this out a little more. Actually,
Because could we underline it? Maybe I don't know. I just feel
yeah,
like it. I feel like it needs separated from the feed, if that makes sense. Just somehow. Okay.
yeah,
Because then there's so much empty space next to it. Because obviously we won't have any posts be up there, right? Because otherwise it would be.
right,
But we can figure out if we want to put. Yeah. After we start seeing how it would look with posts or
yeah,
something too.
yes. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll put in like post here. So,
Just some rectangles.
yeah, like I'm just gonna make a component here with a couple of these. I'll put like 3 of them. That should be good. There. And
Because
I
another
don't know
thing
access through them.
that I just thought of was would we want it to be where they could customize how many posts they see on a line? Or would we want it to be like all the other social media apps where Instagram you have to scroll, you only see one picture at a time? Or would we want to
Well,
give them
this,
the option to maybe see multiple pictures, like posts on one
yeah,
line?
I was gonna put like, so I was gonna put some videos at the top here. So
Okay.
like, let me get this. And then I'm gonna make this black. And then, so what I'm gonna do to make this scrollable is I am going to create component. And then I can put it like right on the line here if it lets me. And then I clip content. Oh, why isn't that working? Oh, because I gotta. Then I'm gonna make this vertically scrolling. Oh, I need to add a frame. Then frame selection. Frame it to the edge of the frame there. Now we'll do vertical scrolling. Oh, why? See, this is where Figma likes to be annoying.
Because should that be hiding?
Yes.
Hmm.
And, oh, there we go.
Okay.
But it's saying that I need to make the frame smaller than the component, but the frame is smaller than the component. So let me just see if I can. First of all, I'm going to link this to here. How do we do it? Okay. We did push. Okay.
Oh, for the type.
Yes. And then push. And that's at 400. So we're going to match it at 400. And then this one as well. 400. Okay. This is version 1. Let's change this to home page. There we go.
I guess for
And
the sign up, will we want it to go to like its own, like, helping them set up the account though? Or will we just have it take it to like a basic homepage? Like when they are signing up for the first time
that's a
ever.
good question. Oh yeah, I
We
guess we
we
can do
can figure
set up
that out
profile.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll delete that one because we'll make that setup profile. But I just
And
want
then
to
let them
see if the
customize.
scroll is gonna work
Okay.
or not. Oh, you know why that's not gonna work?
Why?
Because I'm freaking stupid. I think I messed up vertical and horizontal. That's why. Horizontal scrolling. That's what I want. Okay. So now let's see if this works.
Because most social media is vertical, isn't it? Up and down.
Yes. Oh, whoa! It's
Oh,
not
do we
even.
have to add
I
pictures to actually see it?
no. I just have to put this onto the home page. So sign up. What? Put it there. There we go. Hey, okay, good. We got it to work. But now I don't. Okay, I see your feed up there. Okay. And we should make this fixed while scrolling too, I think.
Which one?
The
Oh,
your
your feed.
feed.
Okay.
Because then as I scroll down, it's still there.
So we'll have vertical and horizontal is like the design you're seeing for
Yeah.
scrolling. Okay.
Yes. And then I also want to fix this. Although actually, because then it cuts into the video and stuff. So maybe I don't want that to be fixed.
Which one? Oh, your feed.
Your feed, yeah. And they can just scroll up if they want to get back to that.
What if we? Well, because the search will always follow, though, right? Yeah, that'll be fine then.
Or what if I do this? I'm going to make this. I'm going to move this to the back. Why is that not? Send it back. Oh no. Okay, here we go. Bring it to front. Let's try that. Hold on. I gotta just move it over here.
Okay.
And then,
Technology can be so touchy.
yeah. Bring to front. No, I don't know why this isn't working.
Hmm.
Maybe if I don't know, let me try this maybe. There we go.
Oh.
And that'll be like a different color.
We could probably have it like smaller too, right? So that it's not the same size as
Yeah, we can make it smaller.
CNCT.
Yeah, I just had to make
Oh, the
this.
text smaller.
Yeah, but I could do that.
Like a little thin bar. And then
Yeah.
we can have it be like a different color, but we're not doing the colors
Right.
right now though, right? We're just doing
Right.
okay.
Then we'll make this like that.
There.
Yeah, that looks better. And then we can fix this whole thing.
So then it
Fix this
won't.
thing. Yeah. Although maybe we should connect these because the space looks weird when we scroll.
Yeah.
So I'll like move this up like that. Like that. There. Oops. Oh, why? Why is it being like that?
What do you? Oh, are you trying to bring it up a little?
Yeah, but it's fine. There we go. That should be good. And then we could do like maybe like people you may know under that or something. And then get to the posts.
Yeah. Because with those first videos, unless they change the layout of their home feed, whatever, would those be like just recommended TikTok or like
Yeah,
not
that'd be like
TikToks? We can't
TikTok.
call them TikToks,
But yeah, like short TikToks or whatever. And then
okay.
like if you open one up, then you can scroll on it like TikTok.
Oh, and then we'll get a make our own algorithm, so we can make a better algorithm,
Yeah.
like a healthier algorithm, I
Right.
would
One that
say,
doesn't make
compared to
people
the
addicted as much as money as that makes.
yeah.
Let me zoom in on this to make it easier. Like this. And then we're going to do the same thing as we just did
Oh, do it as a
as a component.
so first you have to set up a set,
Yep. And then
and
I'm
you could do
also,
as many, however many you want.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do like a million if you want.
Okay.
So let's make up some names.
John Smith.
John Smith. What a name. Strong man. There. All right, what's another name?
Timothy.
Timothy Parker.
Okay.
I want to center that though. And then one more.
Jane. atoms.
Sure. There. Although that does not look like that's lined up. All right. I think that looks more lined up. All right, then we're going to make this whole, excuse me. This is all going to be a component. And then we'll add it over here. Then we'll add a frame.
So what does doing the frame do, I guess? If you had to, I don't know if you can explain it, but
You know what? I don't know the technical stuff,
okay.
like how to technically explain it.
Because first you made a component. Do you know how
Yes.
that's different from grouping things together, I guess?
So a component makes it so you can like make it movable, kind of like how we got it to scroll, or like if you
Oh, okay.
or like you can make a button a component, and when it brings you to another page, like it's basically something that if you like click on it or scroll it or whatever, like there's a function to it.
So it lets you add functionality, I guess. Whereas grouping
Yeah,
probably wouldn't add the same functionality then, I guess.
right.
Like if you just group two things together compared to componenting them.
Yep. Awesome.
So I guess for the frame, if you don't add the frame, will it still scroll? Or will you just not see it? Does the
No,
frame let you
I
see
won't.
it?
Yeah, the frame is like what you can see pretty much on the screen.
Okay. So if you don't add the frame, then it
Yes.
won't show. And is
Right.
okay. So
Not
that's why
not
you
if you're
have to
trying to do
add.
this scrolling like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain exactly the technical definitions behind all these things. I
No,
just
that's
kind of know how to use them.
yeah.
But
Well, I mean, like watching it, it makes sense. I just
yeah,
don't know what would happen if you didn't add a frame.
right.
Because then you have to make the frame
No,
fit into your design. It can't extend past your design. Will that just make
right.
it look funky too, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Because some things I do think are, I mean, there probably is like a technical explanation, but some of that is also just learning from experience, I think. Trial and error
Yeah.
too for
Yes.
some things.
Yes. So I'm going to add the menu bar here because this I want this to be fixed while it's scrolling. So I'm going to have to put it like in exactly the right spot here. I need a ruler. Where is the ruler button? I don't remember. I know. Shoot. Is it under here? Rulers. I'll line up right there. Perfect. Thanks, ruler. I don't need you anymore. Okay. So we have the dating friend app, the live stream, music, and settings. So for the finding people app, what do you think about a heart icon?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. I'm not a broken heart. No. Oh, maybe even with the plus sign.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because then it's like you're adding, you know, friends like
Yeah,
that.
because like I wanted to not be solely focused on like how Tinder is obviously for, not that it's only
Yeah.
for hookups, but I also want it to be for friends too, because I feel like that's, I don't think there's much friend finding apps, you know. Like I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
them are for relationships, which is fine. Like, and
Right.
I think
That's
you could
why I
use it
like
for
Bumble
both, but
BFFs though.
yeah, I've
I do
never used that, but I guess I feel weird using Bumble just because it's, wasn't it originally a relationship though,
Yeah,
or
it
did
still
they have
is, but you
both?
can do either like looking for dating, friends, or there's even networking on there.
Oh, interesting. But then you just gotta trust other people on friends are. But I mean, you have to trust that no matter. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I just don't like the implication that if I'm on Bumble, then I might be looking for a relate. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe for a live stream we'll have a little person in this thing.
Yes. Will that take them to live streamers, or will that let them live stream, or will it let, or
Well, it'll
both?
just take them to the live stream homepage.
Oh, okay. And
And
then
then like
that'll.
it'll look kind of like Twitch, where it's like you can live stream or you can watch a live stream.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. And then music and settings. So those are pretty easy.
What if instead of music we did like creativity? So then that could take them to like a page where then they could select music, or they could select painting, or they could select storytelling.
Well, I was thinking that the music icon would take them to like listening to music. So like they could just select what they want to listen to as they scroll through the site. And then if they wanted
Okay.
to customize their page like that, they would go to their profile and then they could customize it from there.
Like change the music icon to something else.
Yeah, they could even change their icons to something else. Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
I just don't want people to. I don't. I want it to be more open. I just don't want to be set to music has to be like, I don't know. That just makes me feel like music has to be a predominant feature, but I don't want it to have to be. But it is gonna like. But so will writing. Like if people want to make stories or draw or paint,
Yeah. And people can go to their settings and then they can change
like
the.
maybe what they want their icons to bring them to or whatever, kind
Yeah,
of.
exactly.
Because like I said, you're saying the music icon would take them to a different page, or it would just be like a pop up where then they select music to listen to while they're scrolling. Is that what you were saying?
Maybe like a pop up. Yeah.
So it won't take them somewhere. It'll just
Right.
be, oh, okay. I see what you're saying then. Okay.
Yeah, I do like. Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. So I didn't think of it like that, but I do like that better, having it as a pop up. So we're gonna fix position while scrolling, and then we're gonna add a post. I'll just make it a rectangle. I want to make this a different. I'm gonna make this a little darker. I'm gonna make it this color. There. Oh, I didn't even I didn't realize I was still there. So let's see. Yep, that's exactly how I wanted it. Okay, cool.
So now it stays on the bottom of your phone.
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
So yeah, we don't have to make it. Well, I guess. And then we'll just make more posts.
Yeah, we don't have to. I mean, we can get fun and creative with them on the design, like the
Yeah.
actual what is that one called again? Super res, high res,
The high fidelity.
high fidelity. Yeah, we can have
Yes.
fun with it there. But
Yeah. Do you mind if we just do the high fidelity next time though?
yeah, yeah,
Because we've done a lot today.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is, let's just go through the final result really quick. We're going to start from the beginning and just look at our app again. We've got the welcome video. Can log in or sign up. Oh, wait, that's right. The sign up's not going to the homepage.
Yeah,
We're going to make it the edit profile thing. And then this is the homepage. Got the videos, the people you may know, and then some posts.
I love it.
Yes.
It looks so cool.
I know, right? Isn't this fun?
Yeah, it is. Even if we never make it a real thing, it's still cool to.
Oh, yeah.
And it shows that we are capable of doing
Oh, yeah.
anything you set your mind to. I think you're capable of doing. You just gotta find the tools that can help you achieve it, like Figma, I guess in this case.
Oh, yeah.
Or any of the other tools we've used in other videos.
You can also use
too.
like Adobe XD to do the same thing.
But that one costs money.
Yeah.
Which I mean, but I guess if you want to add videos, Figma, you have to pay for too.
Yeah.
We found that out, but
yeah, there's a lot of stuff you gotta pay Figma for.
Yeah.
But there's enough free stuff where you can still have some fun and still get stuff done.
And I think that's also an important aspect too. Like I know anytime they say starting a business, you have to think of what others want. But I don't know. I think you can start a business. If you're not starting a business out of a lack of something, then I think you just have to be realistic that it might not do as well as if you were starting a business because of a lack of something, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're starting a business just because you want to, and I'm totally okay with that, but you just had to be more realistic that might be a little harder to get out there compared to if you were starting a business for something that you feel is missing from the market, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what you want in a business. You want to fill a hole in the market that's not there, ideally.
But I don't think you have to.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to.
But you can also twist it to fill a hole that isn't an actual, like you can.
Right, like it doesn't have to be a brand new invention. It can just be like a tweak to a design,
Yeah.
And that would be filling a hole in the market that isn't filled.
Yeah, I guess.
Because
but that's just all capitalism.
Otherwise, why wouldn't they just go with the other business that's already established?
I mean, in that case, that's, in my opinion, it's because like then you should do local. Like if someone locally wanted to set up a business like Walmart, then
and I think
the local people should shop there instead of Walmart.
Oh yeah.
But Walmart wouldn't like that, so
like I definitely think brick and mortar businesses should be local.
Like yeah, but even like online, like if somebody, if I see if let's say soap, if I see somebody selling soap from Minnesota or someone selling soap from California and they're the exact same product, then I mean, depending on customer reviews and all that, but I mean, if they're the exact same, are both trustworthy, then I feel like I have an obligation to do the Minnesota because they're in the Midwest to me to help support Midwest businesses.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the California one needs to fail, like because there's still the California people who can buy from them.
Yeah.
So that's why, in my opinion, if you love soap, there are a lot of soap businesses, but that shouldn't stop you from starting a soap. You just have to
Right.
market it to your. So in that case, I guess the lack would be having a soap business in the Midwest is what you would
Right.
market it as. So it's more so marketing tactics. So you could start any
Yeah.
business. You just have to know how to market it, which I hate because that's capitalism. That's all we're
Yeah.
like. I think people should be able to do what they love and be able to do that, regardless of if it's a lack of in the market. But that's
Right.
just my thoughts on it because I don't know.
Yeah. And I agree. I guess yeah, I was just thinking more under the terms of like if you're gonna start a business like today under the current system, then you
Yeah,
need to fill a hole that's not there. But like if you just wanna do your own thing, like I mean, and create your own kind of soap or whatever, like that's fine. Like, you should be able to do that and make money off of that and all that. Or
yeah.
make a living. You should be able to survive either way.
You
Even if
should
you're
be able
just
to,
giving
yeah.
out soaps for free that you make, you should still have like your basic needs met,
Oh
as
yeah,
we often
definitely.
discuss on this show.
But I do see what there's because like if somebody were to start a soap company and there was already one in the Midwest who had, but I still think I would say don't let that stop you.
Yeah.
But you also need to, in our society, since we don't have our basic needs met, you just need to be realistic. And in that sense, you'd probably have to have continue your full-time or part-time job and not just
Right.
quit that to start your soap. But I would say don't let that stop you from
Right.
considering starting. But you also have to, again, we aren't lawyers or anything, so you have to do your like look into how to start it because there's a bunch of things you have to also. It's not as easy as just being like I want to make soap and then because there's the name and
Yeah.
then like you have to have a business license and each state is going to have their own and then there's a sales tax. There's a lot that goes into a business. It's not easy, but I mean I think it's worth it if you're passionate about it, definitely. But it's just unfortunately we live in a society where we can't pursue our passions without
Risking.
yes, without
Mhm.
risk. And even pursuing your passions sometimes may not lead to anything, but you still should be able to do that even if it doesn't lead to
Right.
anything in my but again, that's not the society we live in, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell people to do that because that would I'm not gonna I don't want to encourage people to do things that are gonna end up hurting them in the long run.
Yeah.
So you just gotta think critically about any
Mhm.
decisions you're gonna make, I guess, in our society.
Yeah.
But otherwise I think we're good for today. I mean, we'll continue with this sometime in the future too, again. But
Mhm.
otherwise, if there's anything you guys want us to try out in future episodes, just leave a comment below letting us know.
Yeah, you can contact us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And we also do occasionally live stream on Twitch and YouTube.
Yes. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we do. Otherwise, we will see everyone next time.